Tonight we are having leftovers, but no, we're not doing the same thing that we did last night tonight. We are going to use our chuck roast that we have here and make beef and noodles. And the noodles, they will be from scratch. Let's do this. Before you begin, wash your fucking hands, take off your rings, let's start. I am going to take 4 cups of flour. However many noodles you want is however many cups of flour you want. I needed more flour. Stop judging me. I'm not perfect. That's 4 cups of flour. Now we are going to add 4 eggs. Save one of your eggshells, whichever one breaks in half the nicest. I am going to use this eggshell to measure out 4 half eggshells filled with water. Just fill this little puppy up and put it right in. You will also need a healthy pinch of salt. Looks good. I am going to start with a fork, but quickly I will need to use my hands to mix this dough together. Could you do this on the countertop and make it like a traditional pasta? Yes, but I don't find it necessary. You also may need to add a little extra flour or a little extra water, just depending on how big your eggs are and how sticky your dough is. Once your dough is a little bit shaggy, we are going to turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. Could you skip the whole bowl step? Yeah, maybe. This is the way I always do it. This is my way. You might want to wear an apron or else you're going to be wearing your dinner. The trick here is you do not want to knead too much. If you knead too much, your noodles will be stiff. No one wants a stiff noodle. You want to knead until everything is just incorporated and it's not sticking to your hands anymore. Your dough should be slightly springy. That means when you stick your finger in, it should pop back up a little bit. See? While we roll these out, we are going to boil some water. Salted water. Salty like the sea, these are noodles. I am going to lightly dust my counter with some more flour. Just so as I'm rolling this out, it does not stick. That's the hope, at least. Dust your rolling pin. Do I need to teach you how to roll something out? You just want this to be rolled out as thin as you can without it falling apart. I would say it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. My pizza cutter is in the drawer that I cannot open when my dishwasher's on. It's a long story. It's a stupid drawer, okay? Therefore, we must do this the old-fashioned way with a sharp knife. It's not pasta. They're like dumpling-style noodles. This is the length I'm looking for my noodles. Make your noodles whatever length you like. I'm not eating yours. I'm eating mine. Beautiful. Gorgeous. We are going to now drop them into boiling water when my water does boil. I am going to take my leftover chuck roast and all of the fat and juices right into my pan. The fat will help your sauce thicken. It will make it less of an au jus situation and more of an actual true gravy. When you think of a normal roux, you think of butter and flour. That's what makes it thicken, right? Well, instead of butter, we are going to use the beef fat that cooked off of our chuck roast. And we are going to add a little bit of water and a little bit of flour mixed together. If you add flour right into here, you're going to end up with a clumpy gravy. We don't want that. I have here 1/8 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of water, and I am mixing it together. I am going to pour it into this sauce when it gets nice and hot, and this is called a reverse roux. I was supposed to make steamed carrots for dinner tonight. I forgot. We're having corn. My water is now boiling. I will slowly add my noodles right in. Stir it around while you are dropping your noodles. Our flour and water right in. Stir this around. It will help thicken your sauce pretty quick. You know your sauce is thick enough when you take a spoon and drag it along the pan, and there's a space in the pan for just a second. You get the idea. My noodles, they're floating. We are going to scoop them out with this spider and add them right into our beef. Here you have it, beef and slider noodles from scratch. And I know what you're thinking, is it even good? And honestly, if it's not good, I'm gonna go get Chinese takeout. Let's try this. I can't even be mad at it. Of course it's good, I made it. Follow along for more aggressive tutorials.